Question number 30. Consider an infinite line charge having uniform linear charge density and passing through the axis of a cylinder. What will be the effect on the flux passing through the cylinder if the portions of the line charge outside the cylinder is removed? So it was given here that a long wire was taken which is having some positive charge here, and a small Gaussian surface is taken at some particular region, and now all of us know that some flux will definitely pass through this Gaussian surface, and of course through the cylinder, through the cylindrical surface also some flux will pass through this. But the question is, what will be the effect on the flux passing through the cylinder if the portions of the line charge outside the cylinder is removed? So it is having some infinite length on both sides. If this part of the wire and this part of the wire, and both these parts if they are removed, then does it influence the flux through the curved surface or not? That is the question here. For example, if any wire is taken whose charge is positive, for example, which is a positively charged wire, if I consider any point here, definitely there will be some electric field. If I consider any point here, then also it will produce some electric field. Here also electric field will be there, but direction depends on different factors. So when it comes to this particular part of the wire, this wire has also some it will contribute some flux through this curved surface. Not only the part of the wire inside the cylinder and the part of the wire outside the cylinder here also, that part will also consider, that part will also give some contribution to the electric flux through the curved surface in this particular way, in all these directions. So that if we remove these two parts, then definitely the electric flux due to these two parts will be removed only. No? So definitely then flux will decrease, and simply flux decreases if these particular parts are removed. In general, we know that always flux will be produced only because of charges inside the closed surface. We know that clearly. But here they are asking about flux through the curved surface of cylinder. Exactly, the question is, it is only through the curved surface of cylinder. In that particular case, the outside part also will contribute to that. So if you remove them, definitely flux will decrease. And question number 31. 1/4 of a sphere of radius r is removed as shown in figure. See here in the diagram, completely it is a sphere only, but from this particular part of the sphere, this quarter part was removed. 1/4 of the sphere was removed here. Then an electric field E exists parallel to the xy plane. Electric field direction also given, which is making an angle with 45 degrees with x axis, and of course definitely it will make 45 degrees with y axis also. Then find the flux through the remaining curved part. They are asking here to calculate flux through this particular curved part. And we know that whenever these electric field lines are passing through that, whatever the number of electric field lines are entering through this particular surface, the same number of lines will be emerged out of this curved part also. So that you can just write here the flux through this particular surface, entering through this surface, will be completely emerged out through this curved surface. So both will be same only. Na? So first of all, I will calculate the electric field or flux entering through this surface. To know about that, first we should know the values of area of these particular parts and also electric field intensity equation. And what is electric field intensity here? Of course, the electric field lines are making 45 degrees with x axis. Na? So you can consider E equal to, or E through the surface, for example, whatever the surface we consider here, that is equal to E cos 45 degrees I cap plus E sin 45 degrees j cap. What is that value then? Cos 45 and sin 45 both will be 1 by root 2, no? So this will be E by root 2 I cap plus this will be E by root 2 j cap. This is electric field. And also you have to see here what is the area element, through which area it is entering here. If I consider this complete area, this is pi r square, but only through the half of this part only that these particular lines are entering, and here through this particular half part only lines are entering. For these two parts, we know that what is the area of this half part of this completely circular cross section is taken, area is pi r square, but only half part is taken, na? So it is pi r square by 2. But what is the area direction for this particular plane? For this particular plane, area direction is towards down. That means it is minus j cap. And for this second part also, area will be pi r square by 2. But the direction is, for this particular part, the direction is towards left. General notation for leftward is minus I cap. So this is the formula for A bar, and this is the formula for E bar. But finally you have to calculate flux through the remaining curved part. That means flux through these surfaces only, no? Flux is nothing but E bar dot A bar. That means you have to take dot product of these two. Dot product in the sense both I components should be multiplied plus both j components should be multiplied. When both I components are multiplied, you can write here E pi r square by 2 root 2. Of course minus will be there. And when you multiply both the y components, then this is also the same thing, but minus E pi r square by 2 root 2. And totally it is minus 2e pi r square by 2 root 2. And of course 2 and 2 will get cancelled, and finally the flux value will be minus e pi r square by root 2.